somehow. Slay a tray Thursday. Slay a tray Thursday. Resin glazer mica.
Hello everyone, it's Beverly with Custom Created Handmade Crafts, and we are back for another video. I hope that you guys are doing well today. I am doing fine. Today's video is a part of the Slay a Tray Thursday collaboration. And if you do not know what the Slay a Tray Thursday collaboration is, it is a collaboration hosted, a bi-weekly collaboration every on Thursdays. Slay a Tray Thursday, of course, hosted by myself, Kathy over at K&D Creations, and Elisabeth over at Crystal Clear Creations. And what we do is we take trays, whether those trays are handmade or store-bought or whatever, however you get the tray, you take the tray and incorporate the theme if there is one, or you just create in the tray and slay the tray, of course. So that is what the Slay a Tray Thursday collaboration is. Today's Slay a Tray Thursday collaboration is going to be brought to you by Resiners. Resiners was so kind to send me over some things to try out for them. And so we will get into the first part, which is, get this over here, which is their resin preheater. And it says that this is a 4-bottle capacity protection against dry heating. So let's get in here and see what it says. It says easy operation on the side, large size, adjustable time and temperature. Now I have not opened this. I got it and I wanted to open it with you guys. So let's see. All right. And I want to give a big shout out to Renee over at Heart Creations by Renee. She actually spoke with the rep over at Resiners, and that is how I was able to get this. So thank you so much, Renee, for doing that. That was very kind of you, and I greatly appreciate it. She didn't have to do that, but she just wanted to do it. So I greatly appreciate her for that. All right, you guys, and it is wrapped up in the bag and tied very well, and I get frustrated with knots, so I'm not gonna even frustrate myself today. All right, get this out of here. And all right, so here is the warranty card, and it says, dear valued customer, thank you for your support in choosing Resiners. And we provide 12 months warranty for our products. If you have any questions or suggestions about our products, please feel free to contact us through following contact methods. And it gives you the contact methods on the card. We have our instruction booklet, the cord, and we have some more parts. So let me get this off. Okay. Making sure nothing else is in there. All right. So we will get our instruction booklet here. Okay. All right. So here it tells us the parts and the components. So for the first part, it tells us that this is the silicone handle and the top cover. So the silicone handle, and it is gray, and it is indeed silicone. And then this part here is considered the bracket. And then this is our base, and then our control panel is here. Okay, and so the base is 7.31 inches by 7.35 inches. And when you have it all put together, including the lid, which way does that go? There we go. Including the lid, it is 9.68 inches altogether. All right, so I am going to get this plugged up for us. Okay. And I know you heard that beeping there. That lets us know that it's on, I'm sure. Okay, and so when I plugged it up, it lit up, and when I turned it back over, it turned off. So probably doesn't work on its side is what I'm assuming, but let's see. Okay, so here is your countdown display, and it says the real-time temperature display is on this side, and it has temp here, and it's going to be in Celsius. Okay, and then your temperature time decrease button and increase button, and your time setting is here, and we have 20 minutes. Let's see, does that let you go down in time? Yes. Okay, so we can go down to 1 minute, and I'm assuming up to 20 minutes. Let's make sure. Oh no, we can go further. Let's see how far we can go, y'all. Okay, if you hold it down. All right, so it goes up to 120 minutes. Okay, and so I can tell you it doesn't like being on its side, in which you would probably, not probably, you wouldn't use this on its side. So, okay, and then the other thing is the setting, the temperature setting right here. So let me see. Can I get it back on? Not quite sure what happened. It's not coming back on. It does feel a little warm on the bottom. Okay, let's continue and we'll see. Okay, it says for the usage instructions, place a resin preheater on a flat stable surface and set up the stand. So you would set up your stand in here, and it does fit a certain way. There we go. And then you put the bottles containing your desired liquid, UV resin, or silicone rubber into the preheater, and then add an appropriate amount of purified water. Plug in the power, set the time and the temperature, and initiate the preheating process. Note, when heating epoxy resin or silicone rubber, the temperature should not exceed 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you'll remove the bottle liquid, wipe away any residual water from the surface, and then commence your project. Okay, so the next thing they sent me is, and I'll put this over here for now, and I'm gonna do a reset on it. I'll leave it off for right now. So the next thing they sent me is their epoxy resin kit. This is a 6 and 6 is 12, 32 ounce kit. Like 16 and 16, 32 ounces. All right, so first off, I see that it comes with a mold, and looks like, let's open these here. All right, let's get this open this way. Okay, it's a pyramid mold. Pretty cool. Pyramid mold and a spear mold, or I think that's the housing for that, but I could use that as a spear mold too. Pretty cool. Okay, and then another mold here. Actually, it's two molds. Oh, cute little molds. Okay, let's see here. So the top one we see is sea life. So those are starfish and shells, or either stars and shells. And then this one is your faceted, like diamonds and teardrops and things like that. So this is a pretty cute mold. I like both of those. Those are some awesome molds in there. All right, you get 2 pair of gloves. 2 pair of gloves there. You get, you get some mixing cups, and it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cups. Those are nice cups. They have the hats on them. So Those are nice. You have your Part A resin, 16 ounces, and Part B resin, the hardener, I should say. Part A is your resin, Part B is your hardener, and 16 ounces of that. And then we have some dried flowers. We have another mold. It is just a round coaster mold. Nice. We have 3 pipettes. And we have some of the larger stirring sticks, the popsicle sticks, wooden sticks, and our instruction manual. So we will go through this as well. All right. So I have never used Resiners resin, so I will go through this. I do see that our working time is 45 minutes. I do like that. The mix ratio is 1:1. The drying time is 8 hours. The full cure time is 24 hours. All right. You mix it for 3 to 5 minutes. And let's see, anything else special that we need to know? Nope. It's pretty much the same as other resins from that point. All right. So I am going to plug our preheater back up. There we go. So yeah, it definitely does not like being on its side, especially when it's on. So we definitely have to make sure we don't tip it over to the side. And then it does have an automatic shut off feature. So after probably about 5 to 10 seconds, it will shut off automatically. So I like that. All right, you guys. So I'm going to I just want to see if both bottles will fit. And yes, both bottles will fit with the lid on. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Have to make sure the lid is on the correct way. It goes on a certain way. Okay, yeah. That's pretty cool, guys. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. So I am going to get the water and we will get our resin preheated. All right. So I just want to show you guys what it's like to preheat it. I'm only going to preheat one side because I don't want a flash cure with my resin when we get ready to use it. So I will be back once I have it set up and ready to put the water in it. Okay. Be back shortly. Okay, you guys. So I brought you back down and I have you set to where you can see the control panel and it blinks when it's not in use. I did notice that. And I did forget to open the resin and I'm sure I need to do that before we put it into the preheater. So what I want to do is get my gloves on and get this resin open. Just going to use my box cutter here and open the lid real quick. They has a silver wrapper and a plastic one underneath to get your resin open. Okay. All right. So I got it open, guys, and I'm just going to put the lid back onto it. And I'm going to put the entire bottle into the warmer. And we will take and turn it on. Actually, I am going to use some water. I'm using my leftover life water that I have. And I am just going to fill it up. And I will bring you guys up once I have it going. Okay, so I have it to the 800 mark, which I think is the full capacity. Okay, and we will go ahead and put our lid on. Make sure we get it on the right way because it goes a certain way. Let me get it out of the middle, number one. Okay, which side is the right way? There we go. I think that's right. All right. So now we will get it turned on. So time, we will do 20 minutes and we will do temp. We will do, so it doesn't want you to go above 70 degrees Celsius. We saw that. And then we will go down. Let's see. I think it's at 55 is where it should be. So we're doing 20 minutes and it's currently at 27 degrees Celsius is what it's saying. And we will give it time to do its thing and heat up the resin. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can hear it kind of like boiling, like warming up. And as you see, it already counted down a minute. So what I will do is I will bring you guys up to see it on the inside with the water in it, so that way you know what it looks like with the water inside. And then I will bring you back at the 10-minute mark to see what it looks like. Okay, so give me a minute. I'll pause you and bring you off of the thingy, the holder. Okay, guys. So now you are inside of the holder, and this is what inside of the base, and this is what it looks like. And I have the water. There is a marker on the inside. I don't want to take the lid off because I'm not quite sure, but you can see the water moving around in there. When I tap it, you can see the water moving around. I have it up to the highest point. There is a 600 mark and an 800 mark, and I have it at the 800 mark. And you can see it on the bottom of the jug there of the resin as well, the container of the resin. See it there? So that is what it looks like. So I will come back once we are at the 10-minute mark and show you what it looks like. All right. And our water is heating up. It is currently at 29. It was at 27. So I will be back at the 10-minute mark. See you shortly. All right, you guys, we are back and we are at that 10-minute mark. And as you can see, our temperature is at 50 degrees Celsius. And our top is all has condensation all throughout. So you can see it here, has the condensation all throughout. And I did want to show you, it does have 2 vent holes at the top as well. So that is another great feature. So we are going to let it finish its countdown. And once it is warm, I will come back to you guys and we will get the resin mixed up and see how it performs. So I will see you shortly. All right, you guys, we are back and it has completed the cycle. It did beep once it reached the temperature of 55 degrees, and it beeped once it shut off, once it completed the cycle as well. And you can see all of the condensation in the lid there. So lots of condensation. And our jar has the condensation all over it as well. So as they said, make sure you wipe off your jar because you do not want to mix any water into your resin. So I am just getting this all dried off with my paper towel there. Oops. And you can see the mark where the water was in the container. And to touch, it does feel very warm on the bottom of the container. So I am going to take it and go up and down with it just a little bit just to get it moved around, get some of that warmer hardener to the top and some of the cooler to the bottom. So that's what I wanted to do with that. All right. So I am going to just switch everything around here so we'll be able to see. Okay. And get this from back there. All right. I'll get it turned this way so the cord isn't in the way and I don't mistakenly turn it on either. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we are going to mix up some resin. Now I'm going to use one of their cups that they provided. It does have cc's and on one side and milliliters on the other, and then you turn the cup completely around and it has ounces on it. So I am thinking this mold, we're going to be using this tray mold today, and the theme for today's project is Campfire. So I am going to be making a simple project, and we're going to start with part B, I'm sorry, which was the part that we had in the water, in the preheater, I'm sorry. And we are going to go to probably, I'm going to say 3 ounces. And as we can see, it's very viscous. Not viscous, it's, what do you call it when it's not viscous? Why, part of me wants to say lucid, but I don't think that's right either. Being that it's warmed up, it has loosened up. It's not as thick. So here is our part A, and we'll see if it's thicker, being that it wasn't warmed up, and it does feel a lot cooler. So we are going to the 6 ounce mark with this. I'm hoping 6 is enough. I think it should be. It's probably too much. Okay, right at the 6. And I do like that the bottles of the resin are different colors. I do like that. So you don't mix anything up. So I am going to get this mixed up for about 3 minutes. Well, 3 to 5, depending upon what it takes. And then I'm going to be using my Let's Resin mixer, the AI mixer. And I will get that mixed up and I will be back once we are ready to pour. So I will see you guys shortly. All right, guys, we are back, and this is our resin, and I still feel the warmth from the outside of the cup. It does have a few micro bubbles, but not many large bubbles at all. This is right after mixing, so I haven't stirred the sides and the bottom from mixing yet, and it does mix very well. It only took about 3 minutes to mix, so which is pretty good. And this is 6 ounces of resin, so that was pretty good. So I have not mixed very many bubbles into it, which is also another good thing, just from stirring, that little bit. So pretty cool. So this is some pretty good resin that I can tell so far. Do not have a scent. I do not smell anything. But it's also always best to be precautious and wear your respirator and things like that. Now, with me testing it out, I don't wear the respirator because I want to test it out. So, all right. So what I want to do is I want to take my chocolate brown and my Marblers red, which looks really pink to me. So I've been wanting to see what this is really going to look like. So we're just testing everything today. So I am going to take out some of my resin here, and I will be putting in some of that red into it. So I took out about 1 ounce. So this is the red. I did open it to see what it looked like before. It looks red, but we'll see what it looks like in the resin. I think I used this once before to test it, but to me, I didn't get a good enough look at it, so I'm gonna try it again today and see what it looks like. All right, so I am just going to get me some here, get me a good scoopful, oops, in here, and I'm thinking that should be enough. And I'm gonna pour some more resin into it as well. You're probably thinking, whoa, that's a lot. I do want it to be red. All right. And be sure to check out my description box for the discount code for Resiners, guys. Save yourself 15% off. I believe it's 15% off any of the Resiners products on their website, including this great preheater. I do really like it. Even with me being in Florida, our nights still can get cool, especially this time of the year. So it's good to have a preheater to help with that. I am working, it is well after midnight. I think it's like 1 a.m. or something around there. So um, definitely it's cool enough to use it. And I did that on purpose because I know during the day is too hot to use it. So I didn't want to take the chance of my resin flash curing. And please note that when you do use a preheater, you do reduce your working time. So the original working time was 45 minutes. So just know that as well. Your working time is reduced once you use, once you add heat to it. It's not as greatly because we didn't heat both sides of the resin in hardener. We only heated up the hardener, so it's not reduced as drastically as it would if we were to use have put both sides A and B into the preheater. So note that as well. All right, guys. That was another thing. I did test this before. I don't like that it's hard to stir up this color into the resin. It's very hard to stir it up. So I can see the hues of pink in it as well. So I am going to get another ½ ounce or so in here and get it finished stirring it, and then I will come back to you guys once I am ready to get pouring, because I still need to mix up the brown as well. So I'll see you shortly. All right, guys, we are back, and I got those two mixed up. I am going to spray the mold really well, and I am going to pour in some red in the center. Okay. And then I'll go around it with the brown. And I'm going to come around again with some red. And we'll come mixing in with the brown. All right, and then I am going to take my silicone tool, and I am just going to make sure I go around the outer edge of the mold. Make sure we have no bubbles that are trapped and hanging on for dear life down there. And then come back and go around the inner edge as well. And as you can see, the resin is very liquidy. What's the word for that? Can't remember the word, guys. But you know what I'm thinking of. Okay. All right. And then I'll just get this poured off, and then I will come back to you once it is cured and we are ready for the next step. See you shortly. All right, you guys, we are back and our pieces have cured. So for the extra resin that I had, I decided to do the two molds, two of the molds that I got from the Resiners resin kit. And it was this one and the pyramid. And the pieces, here's how they turned out. Pretty cool. Little pieces here, little gems. And then there is a bow in that mold and a little whale or dolphin as well that I did in the brown there. So those are cute little pieces, very cute pieces. I like that mold. And like I said, it's just a little faceted gem mold. There's a heart in there also, very cute. So very cute little pieces there. We'll get those over here and let those finish curing. They're still a little bendy, so get them out of my hand here. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Moving a little slow. Okay. And then here is our pyramid. Now, the mold is a little wonky, so it did come out a little wonky, but the color is just what I wanted it to do, guys. I do only have one bubble, and I didn't fill it completely all the way, so you can see how askew the pyramid is, the mold is from the bottom here. So that is the pyramid mold, but overall, it's a good mold. Very good mold. And that's the only bubble I got on that one side. And now for our tray. So we can do next step on that. We'll get it unmolded here. Okay. Love the coloring that we got from that Marbler's Red and the Estoyo chocolate. Ooh, very pretty, very pretty. This tray, if you like this mold, it is part of the 3-piece tray set. And I know both Amazon and Temu have it. I got it off of Temu. If you would like the link, let me know, and I will put it in the comment for you. Actually, I'll link it in the description box under the items used. I can see, like I was telling you guys, that Marbler's Red is hard to mix in. So I do see where some of the red dropped, where it wasn't mixed, but that's okay. We are going to be using a UVDTF sticker on this. I do see where I got a couple of bubbles, but that's okay. A little air pockets, that's okay as well. This tray is just for me. All right, so I got this pack of UV DTF stickers off of Amazon. I can't remember how many it is, but they're basically all about camping. And the one we're going to use today is the Live, Laugh, and Camp. And I so wanted to do the lantern mold that I have as well, but I didn't want to make the video so long because I knew I was doing the review of the Resiners preheater and the resin. So I didn't want to make a video so long, so I didn't do the lantern. But maybe next time I will do the lantern and make a bigger tray. So we are going to be using the Live, Laugh, Camp, but here are some of the other ones in case you are a camper. Life is better around the campfire. Not all who wander are lost. Camping crew, queen of the camper, always take the scenic route. Let's get toasted. I almost used this one. One blessed camper. Camping is my life. The best memories are made for camping, and more, guys. They are very cute little UVDTF stickers. I really like those. Camp Hair Don't Care. Happy Camper. I don't need therapy. I just need to go camping. Happy Camper. So those are very cute. So I decided to just take it easy today and not do anything too elaborate. So let me get this up here. So I used the red and the brown for like our little campfire colors. I could have added the orange and yellow in there, but again, I didn't want to do too much. So what we want to do is we want to get the backing off of the UVDTF sticker. If I can get them separated, I will do that. These things are tough to get separated, especially with gloves on. All right, there we go. And you guys know how I am. My head is on crooked, so let's hope I get this on straight. All right, let's see. All right, I think right there is pretty good. So I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, okay. And then I am going to get my stick here and burnish this in really well. I like to burnish them in really, really well. So that way I don't lose the little pieces that are in here. Uh-oh, and I don't want to go too rough because my resin is still pretty soft. Forgot about that. Okay. So make sure you just burnish really well so you don't lose any of the pieces here. All right. And I'm going to take this glove off here and see if I can get this. And I like to pull at an angle as well. So this way you're less likely to have anything come off as well when you pull at an angle. Yep, everything is sticking so far. Pretty cool. Liking it, guys, liking it. I should have added some blue in there too. All right, that is so cute. That is very cute. Really liking that a lot. So live, laugh, and camp. And see, one little bubble there. Got it. Got it out. All right. So that is very cute, guys. What do you think? I love it. And so with UVDTF stickers, you do not have to top coat them. This one, I probably won't top coat it. I'll just leave it as it is. So that way I'm not wasting any resin as well. Like I said, this one is just for me. I like the colors and how it turned out. The Resiners resin was very easy to work with. I like it a lot. Is degasses very well on its own. The viscosity is on the thinner side. Even when I pour side A, um, it was very liquidy, so very fluid, I should say. So I like that as well. When I mixed it, it didn't have very many bubbles in it, so that was cool. Excuse me. The preheater is awesome. I love that it fits large containers. So that is pretty cool. And if you wanted to, you could put your cups in there, but you would have to not use the lid for it because you don't want the condensation to get into the resin that you have if you were to use the cups. Or if you use cups, you could um, put a protective top on them, so that way you could use it with the lid and it would keep the condensation from coming into your resin as well. I like the fact that you have a range of time that you want to heat the resin up and the temperature. I like that as well. And I did mention that it says 50 degrees is what you don't want to surpass. But I did ours at 55 and it was fine. It wasn't hot, like very hot at all. It did reduce the work time probably by about 10 minutes or so. So take that into consideration. I want to thank Resiners again for giving me the opportunity to test out and review the resin preheater and their resin kit. Very nice kit. I love the molds that are inside of it. Very awesome. And I love the resin. It is a great resin to work with. So I commend Resiners on that. Great job. All right, you guys. So be sure to check out the collaboration playlist in the description box. I know that Laura from Laura's Design Studio usually joins us, and she does have a video for this week. And also we have a newcomer, Sandy from Two Fat Birds, is joining us as well. And she has a video set for you guys. And be sure to check out Elisabeth and Kathy as well. I know that some great videos are out there on the playlist for you. Not sure if anyone else is joining us, but if they do, their videos will be linked in the playlist. So be sure to go over and check out those videos, guys. You won't regret it. Awesome, awesome artist. I couldn't think of what to say there. My brain is mush, guys. All right, you guys. I want to thank my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If there is anything that you would like to see me do, please be sure to put that in the comments and I will get that done as soon as possible. Even if it's something that I have already done, I have no problems remaking in a different way. For my OG subscribers, thank you, thank you, thank you for continuing to be here with me. I greatly appreciate you guys. And you guys know that I love you for hanging in here with me. Sorry, guys. I don't know if I'm coming down with the cold or something, but I hope not. I'm hoping it's just allergies. Hoping it's just allergies. All right. And again, to Resiners, thank you for the preheater and the epoxy. Awesome products. Be sure to get, if you would like to treat yourself to one of these preheaters, be sure to use my discount code in the description box as well. It is custom created 10. And I will put that on the screen for you as well. But be sure to put that in at checkout on the Resiners website, as well as for this resin kit. It is awesome, guys. You will love it, especially with all the mold inside of it. I like that. Sorry, guys. All right, you guys. So I am going to get out of your hair. The next Slay a Tray Thursday is going to be on October the 30th. I do have other collabs that I am in as well. So I will be also putting out another video on the 30th along with this one. And that is for the Live Light. It's for the breast cancer awareness collaboration hosted by Donna from Art by Donna. So I will be posting that info as well. And then I also am going to be in the Face Your Fears collaboration hosted by April over at Dragons and Dresses Craftsorium. And so I will be doing that collab. I think premieres on the 28th, if I remember correctly. So you will see several videos for me coming out at the last week of October. So be sure to stay tuned for those. I am excited about all of the collabs and looking forward to them. All right, you guys. So that is it. Oh, I meant to say the Slay a Tray Thursday collaboration on October 30th has no theme. So if you would like to join us, be sure to reach out to myself, Kathy, or Elisabeth, and we will get you the playlist for your video. And there are no themes, so, and no thumbnail, no specific titles. So you do whatever you would like to do. And we welcome you all to join us. So, all right, guys, until the next one, hugs and love, hugs and love. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
The molds are hot, the time is now. Let's make some art somehow. Slay a Tray Thursday. Slay a Tray Thursday. Resin glitter mica. Slay a Tray Thursday. Pour it in, let it sit. Maybe add a touch of grit. Let the colors play. We'll have a straight. Slay